Pentatonic scales.
Pentatonic scales are to music like that great spirit is to every archetypal face that we may see as it presents itself in this world. Pentatonic scales are to world music as sacred texts of the world's religions are to love. An interval is the harmonic relationship between two frequencies. You are now listening to me as I sing from this rock shelter which overlooks the Mesilla Valley, Las Cruces, New Mexico. I am certainly not the first one to sing in this cave. Ancient artifacts surrounding these rock structures show that indigenous Americans were here.
Spirit rise up, spirit rise up, spirit rise up in the people, yeah. Spirit rise up, spirit rise up, spirit rise up in.
Are you a wanderer at heart? Would you like to travel all over America for the rest of your life in solitude and with only a few choice possessions? Giovanni Maria de Agostini, or the Hermit, spent almost 40 years of his life traveling. He pursued the life of asceticism, the spiritual practice of abstaining from all worldly comforts. He left Italy, his birthplace, to travel in Europe for a few years. Then he set sail for South America and never returned. The Hermit traveled from country to country throughout the Americas, settling in the mountains where he gained a following, seeking his spiritual teachings. He even wandered all the way up to Canada, though the cold winter and lack of interest in his teachings cut his stay short. Indigenous Americans used this cave as shelter, and also a man known as El Hermitaño lived here. He told his friends down in Mesilla, he said, "I will light a fire for you to see every Friday night. If I do not light that fire, you know that I have perished." There have been prayers prayed in this cave, actions taken, shelter had by indigenous people, and who knows who. I'm interested. It looks like people have been carving it out for some time too. I wonder what might have been going on here between El Hermitaño's stay and now.
This is for the Long Walk, which is organized by Delbert Anderson, and it's in recognition of the forced march that the Dene people were pushed into over the course of 5 years between 1863 and 1868, 1,674 days.
Delbert writes here, the piece should evoke a reflection of the atrocities inflicted towards Native people and be meditative and spiritual in nature. Labor and the expression of worth. In Buddhism, we have what we call a Tonglen meditation, in which we breathe in the suffering of others and breathe out healing. In the Christ tradition, there's this idea of sharing in suffering. In psychiatry, there's this idea of doing the shadow work. We must go to the places that scare us.
Every open door, every friendly show, everyone out there who has a heart to share, time to be set free, time for us to be what we have always known we were, time for us to see what can occur. What can occur? The old man passed away. before the breaking of the day. But the rising of the sun brought hope for everyone. Where will you ride then? The day the world became a better place for everyone. The day the world became a better place. Lower your gun, tear down your wall. There's plenty for us all. Yes, it might take some faith, but I know you heard the call. The day the world became a better place for us all. The day the world became a better place for us all.
Imagine if the hermit saw that when he woke up in the morning. He'd be pretty surprised, wouldn't he?